Welcome back, everybody. One of the greatest spectacles in all of sports will be kicking off this Thursday. We're talking about the World Cup, and we're joined by Paul and Kevin. Paul is going to be traveling across North America in his trusty World Cup bug. Thank you so very much for being here, gentlemen. I appreciate your time. All right, so how did this all begin?
Started back in 1994. I've had this car since 1982.
What?
So me and my mother, I had a bunch of soccer stores, one in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, one in Kearney, New Jersey, and one in Altoona, Pennsylvania. So we said, oh, let's put the car together and paint it like a soccer ball.
I think it's
And then
cool.
in 94, we decided to go across the country, and we went to a game in every stadium that year, and we drove the car.
What? That's cool. Okay, so let's piggyback on this. Let's talk about what makes this so unique. So, tell me a little bit more about your story.
Since 1994, I've been to every World Cup since. So I've seen every first-round U.S. game, from France to Germany to South Korea to South Africa. I've been to all the games that the U.S. has played in first round. And when we go overseas, we usually then just go to the first-round games and then come home after that. But now this summer, because it's here in the U.S. like we did in '94, we are going to be going to a bunch of games and spending a month out on the road.
That is amazing. That's super cool. All right, Kevin, so you've been to several of the World Cup events as well, right? So tell me about how you hooked up with him.
So in '94, I hooked up with Paul. I was at Rider College playing ball with his brother Brian. We met him at the Meadowlands for the Ireland-Italy game. I jumped on tour. We did the whole tour, and then since then I was at Korea, Japan with him. Germany, Brazil,
Wow.
and Qatar. Right?
And you went to Qatar?
Yeah, and they let me out.
That's amazing. Okay, so if you had to, and I'll ask each of you this question, but if you had to pick your favorite memory, what would it be?
I think in Korea, when we went to the biggest water park, they had us wear caps, like the little, the little swimming
Yeah,
caps. And my buddy back then had dreadlocks, and he was on a surf pool. The cap popped off, his
Yeah.
dreads came out, and they had everybody sitting there, just
That's
in awe
amazing.
at what they were looking at.
That's amazing. All right, Paul, what about you?
I would have to say Korea 2002 as well, and the reason why is we got to see the U.S. beat Portugal, which was not supposed to happen. I mean, they had Figo, they had a phenomenal team, and we beat them. And then also in Korea 2002, we played the host nation. So when you play the host nation, you've got a stadium that's got 70,000. I mean, a majority of the people there are of that nation.
Yeah.
So it's fun to play the host nation and just see the excitement and the passion and the flags that they have, and
Yeah.
it's just a really cool experience.
That sounds amazing. Okay, so let me ask you, it's a little two-part question. So where's your first stop, and then how can people follow you on your journey?
Our first stop is when we leave here, we're taking Route 10 all the way across to LA to go see the US-Portugal game. And then they can follow us on followthebug.com, also on WC for World Cup,
Okay.
Bug 1994_2026.
Okay, one more time. Say this again.
It's WC Bug 1994_2026, and then that way we're going to be posting stuff every day, whether it's from the road or whatever. Like I posted something yesterday about Church Street because in '94 the Ireland played Holland,
Yeah.
and it was known for the most beer ever sold at a World Cup in the United States. So I mean, I'm posting stuff from memories from both '94 when we made the trip, as well as what's going to be happening in 2026.